Hello guys, Miwaki there. We just finished the KvK against server 34. The war was a tactical paradox. We won the prep phase and entered the war phase with an advantage, but ultimately failed to secure the Imperial City. The truth is, our coordination crumbled. Today, we're breaking down the real reason behind our IC loss, analyzing the strength activity vs Kraken meta, and looking at the high-cost cleanup mission, the only action my screen could focus on. Let's go! Server 34 from the start was incredibly respectful. Sure, we had a rocky start, some misunderstandings, some early skirmishes, but the spirit of the non-zero agreement mostly held firm. And this matters because a respectful enemy allows both sides to focus on the truly fun part, the open field fight, before, during, and after IC. Now let's talk about my point of view during the IC phase. As an invading empire, we needed to breach the Imperial Capital and hold it for 1 hour. The problem? Server 34 used war machines perfectly and occupied a lot of our best players on open field. Every enemy Trebuchet or Ram was a threat for our big hitters. Since my focus was entirely on neutralizing those machines, this is the only footage I have. I spent a frankly obscene amount of Empire coins, more than 35k, to teleport my march directly next to these high-priority enemy siege units to ensure their rapid elimination and clear the path. This was a high-cost, ugly necessity, maximizing my limited low-spender resources to buy our main attack force mere minutes of clear capture time. And eventually this guy, Jedidia, ended hating me and making me his main target instead of the big players because I was always in his way. The rest of the hours was therefore spent on making sure he kept attacking me rather than other big players, while still having enough durability to stay in the running myself. Shifting gears to strategic analysis. Despite those expensive efforts, we never held the capital. Our defeat is attributable to multiple factors. Firstly, poor internal coordination was a significant issue. Secondly, we were severely hampered by the enemy's vastly superior number of Krakens. Additionally, their success was largely due to a well-executed strategy with sharply constructed with our potentially overconfident tactics. We struggled massively to penetrate the Imperial City efficiently. Our biggest error was the late and chaotic implementation of taxi rallies. We just didn't execute it in time. This lack of collective discipline cost us a win. Beyond the capital, our empire's open field performance was average. Better than expected, to be honest, but nothing epic. Server 34, however, shows a fascinating trend. They had fewer active players than us, but noticeably more Krakens. This leads to a powerful question for the meta. Is player activity inversely proportional to the Kraken count? I'm thinking of server 17, which has exceptional activity and few Krakens, and we ended up in a situation almost similar to theirs during our last KvK against them. Think about server 73 that we are fighting currently during the Golden Expedition. Overrun with ultra-powerful players, but the general player base activity is in steep decline. The massive power gap between the top 1% and the rest might be actively driving small players away. If a few players can wipe the map, why bother? It's a core design problem for Age of Empires Mobile, and it makes our focus on community growth and learning from failure even more vital. So the KvK against Server 34 was a success in community terms, a respectful and challenging fight. A huge shout out to Server 34 leaders for the good sportsmanship. What do you think of this Kraken Paradox? Is the power gap slowly killing the game? Let me know in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and join our Discord community. Salut!